Well, cabinets are a great way that we stand out, and that is because if you take a look at the photos, like the Spartan versus the others, um, they're almost the same cabinets, but we're installing taller upper cabinets where a lot of builders are installing 30-inch upper cabinets. We're installing 42-inch. So you get a lot of extra cabinetry taking up the space on the wall. Um, we're installing at the top of the cabinet, we include a crown mold. At the bottom of the cabinet, you can see a detail called the light rail. And that makes it look like a piece of furniture hanging on the wall, rather than just a whole bunch of plain Jane boxes. Even if you had the most plain Jane, like in the bottom, you have basically a little maple door there, kind of standard on a lot of big builders' homes. Even if you just add those two pieces of trim, even if you didn't extend any of the cabinetry, but maybe, like a lot of times we suggest people play with those colors, and our designer can actually do a color rendering, and she can show you, just for instance, if you have a blue island, you know, you're in love with the color blue, so you want the cabinetry on your island to be blue. You could do a little detail where either a piece of inlay in the crown or the crown itself in the light rail is blue, and kind of accent the island color. That really doesn't cost that much money to do that. And again, you know, we're doing little things like where we have everybody doesn't really have a great place for a trash can. So we're installing a trash can drawer that has two trash cans in it. One's for your trash, one's for recyclables. Whether you believe in recyclables or not, you have the two receptacles there for you. We give a lot of other options where if you look at the Spartan design, where the one cabinet above the range goes all the way to the ceiling, that's because that certain top has ductwork that goes to the ceiling. Some people want to pay a little extra to raise that, like this photo. Some people don't, and just want us to drywall box around that. So again, there's a lot of different ways to play with things, but we're including a lot of extras in the cabinetry on a great cabinet. It's made in Pennsylvania. Made in America. We have 4 different door styles: plywood size, plywood sides, soft closed door hinges. We also install what nobody really thinks about, but under the cabinet, the toe kick, where the cabinet meets the flooring, we're installing a piece of shoe mold there that matches the cabinet. Everywhere else in the kitchen would get the corresponding shoe that's for the floor color. But I think if we start at the bottom, work our way to the top, and it looks like a built-in piece of furniture, it just looks a lot better.
This is like quite the list of upgrades, and the stuff that you're talking about, other than like the staggered kind of raised cabinet, this is all stuff that is the standard package for the Spartan home.
Yeah, not the stagger is not standard, but what you can do is there's the money is in the package, right? I just don't arbitrarily assign an amount of money to each kitchen. I actually have it designed. So if Betsy puts that all the way to the top, like this staggered one, if that's in our original design, then that's what's included. And then if you come to her and say, hey, I really don't like that, I want to do something else, say you want to go ahead and shrink some of the cabinets to 30-inch or 36 and get the staggered look, it really doesn't matter to us where that allotment goes. The money is in there. You can play around with it the way you want. But on particular homes, and it's all on, I guess, what's included when you're talking to us. If you include a hood like what's in the picture, then yes, we are going to bring that cabinet up to the ceiling, and the trim is going to touch the ceiling, because we know that's what needs to happen. It's not an afterthought, it's something that we're anticipating that you're going to need.
Right. Yeah. Well, from builder grade quality, these are all like huge upgrades, and it's such a cut above, which I think is great. Um, is there anything else on cabinets that we haven't talked about that should be mentioned?
The only thing that I can think of is we're including full overlay doors, so you don't need cabinet pulls and cabinet knobs, but we include them because we think that just those little touches, the accent colors, go a tremendous way on pulling your kitchen together. So we do include knobs and pulls in the kitchen, and normally they're the same color as whatever sink faucet or appliance that you want to accent.